The Psychotic Time Wasters present Whose League Is It Anyway? Season 4. This season starring The Fine Print is just as deadly as his skills. It's a GrinchyOne. Holy crap, here comes angels, and they do not look too happy. It's PTW Vogue. Put the points in the bag and everybody gets hurt. It's PTW Wizards Lizards. What you gonna do when Ziatora runs wild on you? It's Ivan. Serving up pain made to order. It's Astus. And boots and cats, boots and cats, and 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 boots and cats. It's PTW Guitar Man. He's gonna break in at night and wreck up the place. It's PTW Kink. She has no idea why everybody's so aggressive. It's Daphios. Get on the ground, nerd. It's King Craig. What's up, everyone, and welcome into match 9 of season 4 of Whose Leagues It Anyways, the original Commander League game show on the internet where everything is made up and the points are the only thing that matters. In tonight's match, we have Daphios, Astus Attorney, PTW Wizards Lizards, and the GrinchyOne. How's everybody doing?
Doing
Good.
pretty good.
Pretty good, thank you.
Round 9.
Round motherfucking 9.
We doing it.
Season 4, which is what I think is most impressive. If you're new around here, I already said it. Whose Leagues It Anyways? It's the Commander League game show. Rules are on the screen. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe over there before this match gets started. You can come back and watch it. The points are what really matters. So, Vo, what are those points going into match 9?
Oh boy. Bo's in first with 35. And then we got Kink in second with 29. We got Craig in third with 28. We got Wizard in fourth with 27. And we got a tie for fifth between Guitar Man and Grinchy with 26. And then we got Ivan with 25. Daff with 24 and Asus with 23. Coming up the rear, as we like to say.
That is a dirty job, but someone has to do it, right? Don't forget that you at home can vote after the match in the chat for the voting categories and affect the points. So, therefore, by the transitive property, you are also the only thing that matters. But it looks like everybody's ready to go here. So, without further ado, does anyone have any pregame?
Yeah.
No, Kink, I do not.
Not
Excellent.
this season.
Well then, Daff, you may proceed to draw.
Okay. I will draw. It's pretty banging. Thriving Isle naming white. Pass.
Right, elementals, time to put in some work. Draw. I'll put down a forest and pass turn.
Draw. Swamp. Pass.
Draw. Mountain pass.
Draw. Forest. Cast an ever-flowing chalice. Multi-kicker only once. Then I will pass the turn.
Draw.
And pass.
Draw. I'm gonna play a swamp. I'm gonna tap 2 and play this Ornithopter of Paradise and pass the turn.
Tap draw. Play a mountain. Tap 2. Cast a wily goblin. Make a treasure token. And pass the turn.
Draw. Play a plains. I'll pay 2 for a Gyre Sage. I will pass.
I'll draw.
So tap 3, 4.
Rites of Flourishing. So Rites of Flourishing at the beginning of each player's draw, so draw an additional card and play an additional land. Okay, awesome. Draw. Draw again. A swamp, another swamp. Tap 3 for Marie. And 1 for a Ghouldra's Assassin. It will pass.
Untap and draw. Play a forest for turn. Play a forest. Tap 4. And play a Hoarding Ogre. I would like to hit Astis for 1.
First blood.
And I will
Oh, okay.
pass my turn.
Okay, I drew 2. I'm going to play a Thriving Grove naming Blue and a Forest. Pay 3 for Nils, Discipline Enforcer. And that will trigger Evolve. I'm going to go to my end step, and Nils, I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on the Ogre, Mari, and I'll also put a counter on the Gyre Sage. Yeah, pass.
Alright, draw. I tap 3 to play Retreat to Kazandu. I will play a forest and use that to gain 2 life. And then I will pass turn.
Untap, draw. Draw again. Let's play a swamp. Enter combat.
Before you go into combat. Tap for 3. 2 and a blue to cast Steady Progress. I'm going to proliferate everything with a counter on it, including my things.
Okay.
And draw a card.
I will swing 5 at wizards and 1 at Daphios.
Fair enough.
1/1 death touch and a 5/5
No.
death touch. A
I
5/4
will,
death touch.
I will not block. I will
Yeah,
take the 1.
I'll take the
Oh, great. In response to no blockers, I'm going to tap 2, Infernal Grasp the Ogre. And responding to that, I'm going to tap 3 and Hero's Downfall Nils.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'm going to take the hit counters off both of them, make 4 treasure, and draw 2 cards. Crack all 4 treasures, play this Hedron Archive. Tap the black, tap the Hedron Archive, and cast Read the Bones. Scry 2, draw 2, lose 2. Scry 2, bottom. Draw 2, lose 2. Pass the turn.
tap draw. Gotta draw 2. Play a mountain. I'm gonna crack a treasure, tap 5, cast a Mirage Phalanx, and soul bond it with a Wily Goblin.
Ooh.
Go to combat, swing 4 at Grinchy and 1 at Daphios, and make a treasure. Pass turn.
I'll untap. Draw 2. I'm going to play a Hickory Woodlot. Comes in with 2 depletion counters. Tap for 3 green for a Transmogrifying Wand. Enters with 3 charge counters. 4 and cast my commander. Tap this and the Transmogrifying Wand and target Mary to destroy her. And you get a 2/4 Ox. And I will pass the turn.
Alright, draw and draw again. It is the Egg Lady. I will pass turn.
Untap. Draw 2. Play a swamp. Tap 2. Level up Ghoul Draws Assassin to 1. Tap 2, 1 colorless floating. Do it again. And now tap 2, do -2/-2 to a creature. Tap 2. Level 3. Tap 2. Level 4. It now kills a creature. It now does -4/-4 to a creature. Tap 1. Tap that. Kill Crows.
Hey, hold on. Can we talk about this?
Look at you two.
Can we talk about
Uh,
this, Grinchy?
Nope. That'll be that. And I'll pass the turn.
To untap
Savagery, though.
and draw an additional card. I will play a land for turn. I'm gonna tap 1 green and 2 and cast Jahira, Friend of the Forest. It allows my tokens to tap for green. I will then tap for 4 and cast Jolene. I will continue to have Mirage Phalanx be soul bonded with Wily Goblin, and I will proceed to combat. I'll make a token copy of Wily Goblin, and I'll make a token copy of Mirage Phalanx. We are in combat. We're going to swing Mr. Wily Coyote at Daphios, the Mirage Phalanx at Astis, and create 2 treasure tokens.
I'll just take 4 damage then.
I will proceed to my second main and tap for 2 with 2 of my treasures and cast a Duskwatch Recruiter. It's a 2/2 that is a werewolf, so if you don't cast any spells, it'll flip, but I can also tap 2 and 1 to look at the top 3 cards and put a creature card in my hand. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw 2. Play a Salt Crusted Step and a Broker's Hideout. I'm going to sacrifice it. And you get land, grabbing an island. It comes in tapped. First, use the woodlot for 2 green. And I'm going to use the Transmogrifying Wand to, well, Grinchy, are we going to keep doing this, or can we come to an agreement?
It's your world, boss.
Okay, you don't kill Crows on your turn. I won't kill your assassin.
You got to do. There are scarier things happening on the field now.
Alright, I'm going to destroy Jahira.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the other one to put a storage counter on my step. Then I'm going to tap for 3 and 2 life to cast Tezzeret's Gambit. I'm going to draw 2 cards, then proliferate. I'm going to tap for 4 green, a blue, a white, and for 6, I'll cast Cross. A white and colorless for a grateful apparition and pass.
Draw 2, tap 2. Then I will play a forest, which puts a +1/+1 counter on Atla. He is now a 4/5. And Atla to make an egg. And then I will pass turn.
Untap.
Dappios, how you feel about these eggs?
Draw.
A little worried. I could turn them into oxes.
I'd really rather just defend myself with them if that's alright by you.
Oh wait, this is supposed to be a 2.
That's what they all say. This egg's just for defense.
They really are.
Let's tap 2 and 3 for Marie. We'll swing the 4/4 Death Touch Ghoul draws Assassin at Wizards.
How big it is?
It's a 4/4 with Death Touch.
Yeah, I'll block it with a 2/2.
That dies, goes to exile. Hit counter, and then we'll tap. Oh, do I have a land? Oh, good lord. Yes, I'll play that land. 4 total. We'll play this Sisei's Ring. And then we'll tap a black for a Brainstone. And we'll just pass the turn at that.
Word. Untap. And draw. And draw again. Dappios, are you gonna goad my stuff?
Are you gonna attack me?
I won't if you don't goad my stuff. I just don't
So
want to
you
be
want to attack me the
forced.
next turn?
I just don't want to be forced to make any decisions. I want to do what I
Okay,
want
I
to do.
will pick I will let you pick the one you want goaded if I can goad things.
Nah, I'll just swing at you. I don't know why I'm trying to make deals with the goad person.
Well,
That's crazy.
hold on. I won't goad your stuff.
Won't go on my stuff.
I won't goad your stuff on my turn this cycle.
I'm gonna
I don't want
tap
to see what's
4.
in those eggs.
Tap 4 and cast a Pirate's Pillage and discard a Girapur Ori. Sorry, everybody. And draw 2 cards and make 3 treasures. Play 2 lands for turn. Bonk bonk. 2 forests. Tap 5. Cast a Creative Technique. And I'm gonna have Aestus demonstrate. And I feel like I'm gonna regret that, but I'm gonna sit in it. So
What's
here
happening
it
now?
comes. You can exile cards from the top of your library until you reveal a spell, and then you may cast it for free.
A wayfaring temple.
Comes to play. If you want it to.
Temples are equal to the number of creatures that I control. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, populate.
I'm going to do it twice. I'll get an Exhibition Mage and make 2 treasures. Professional Facebreaker. That's a good card. I'll have my Mirage Phalanx soul bond with that. And I'll go to combat. Make a Professional Facebreaker. Make a Mirage Phalanx. I will swing a 2/3 Professional Facebreaker at Grinchy. And a Mirage Phalanx at Daphios. And
Hey, we had a deal.
yeah, I didn't like that deal. And you didn't have to act yet, so I made the decision. Yeah, it's going at you, Daff. You're gonna get Jolene and a Mirage Phalanx, and I will make 2 treasures on attack.
So 6 unless you pump it.
6 unless I pump it. I have 10 treasures.
I'm gonna block Jolene with Kroos, just in case. And then I will take 4.
Okay. Well, I will sacrifice 5 treasures.
Sounds good. And Kroos
And
will not see an upkeep.
Yeah, I'm taking the 2. I took the 2. I'm at
okay,
32.
so on both of you taking damage, I'll create 1, 2, so 4. I'll make 8 treasures. These guys will go. And I will proceed to my second main. I'll use 3 of them, go to 10. And cast an Archetype of Aggression. And pass my turn. Creatures I control have trample, and creatures my opponents control lose trample.
Untap. I will draw 2. And I will not drop a land, sadly. I'm going to tap for 4 green on the Gyre Sage. And 1 white. Play a Juniper Order Ranger. Remove a counter here. And all the counters from the step. So 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 blue for 8. Cast Kroos again. And it will enter with a 1/1 counter this time. I'm going to tap for a blue and a green to cast Fog Bank. And then I'm going to go to combat. Oh wait, Fog Bank comes in with a 1/1 counter. I'm going to go to combat. Okay, I'm going to swing a 1/1 over Aestus.
You'll get a treasure.
On dealing combat damage, I am going to proliferate. I will pick the Assassin, Jolene, and my board to proliferate. And then everything that is not mine is tapped and goaded. I will pass.
Alright. I'll draw 2. I played a forest, roaring earth, and retreat to Kazandu will each put a +1/+1 counter on Wayfaring Temple. 3. Play a hornet's nest, tap 2, an Atla to make another egg. That'll be my turn. Pass.
At the end of your turn, I'll tap Sisse's ring and crack the brainstone, draw 3, and then put 2 back. Then I draw for turn there. How many eggs do you have, please?
2 at present.
I'll tap a black. I'll tap Gruldraw's Assassin and kill one of them.
Omnath Locus of Rage. I'll take
Tap. Your answer has come. I'll tap 2, and my Sisse's ring, 1 colorless floating. I have the city's. Oh, it doesn't matter. This isn't a city's blessing card. Bantu's Last Reckoning. Destroy all creatures. My lands don't untap during my tap step. In response to that, I'll float 1 black with my Ornithopter characters.
Alright. I'm surprisingly okay with it, actually.
No.
Anything that died does not go to the graveyard. It goes into exile because of Marie.
Oh, well, now we got a fucking problem.
I would like to
Okay.
respond to that. I want to cast a Commune with Lava for 6,
Sounds
so
good.
X equals 4. Humble
I have one.
Defector, Stark of Wrath, of Forest, and Goldhound.
I got a Fireflux. Yay.
Nice.
And then what? There was 2 elementals.
Yeah,
Temple and
Temple and Omnath. I will deal 6 points of damage to
Me,
yeah.
the black floating and the colorless floating. I'll cast with split second sudden edict on Aces. Target player sacrifices a creature. And then with my final last breath, sealing the deal, I think for flavor points, I'll tap 5 and play Gruesome Menagerie. If there are no responses, I will bring back Marie, Guldra's Assassin for 1, and Ornithopter of Paradise for 2. Thank you. That's my TED Talk. Pass the turn.
Oh yeah, there's definitely beef now.
I'll play a forest. And a forest. Tap 6 for Jolene. And a gold hound. Tap 3 for a glittering stockpile. Tap that. And 1 for a humble defector. And nope, that's Stark of Wrath, so I'll tap an additional for that, and then I'll play the humble defector. I have 1 treasure left. Pass my turn.
10. Gross. Hey, Wiz. Wiz,
Yeah, what's up?
if you pass me the Humble D, I won't destroy Jolene right now.
What a
I don't s-
deal.
I don't see much reason to destroy Jolene right now. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay. I'm going to sack my treasure to destroy Humble D.
I don't negotiate
too
with
far off,
terrorist
though.
Staphios. I'm not
I
going to
will
give
bring
you
terror.
something when you threaten me. Are you kidding me? That's not how I roll.
Let's say 2 for an evolutionary escalation. Pass.
Draw 2, tap 7. And I'll put down a giant Adaphage. And that'll mark the end of my turn.
That's a big bug.
Untap. My land's on untap. Draw again. Enter combat. Swing Marie at Daphios and Guldra's Assassin at Aces. It's a 1/1, but it has Death Touch.
I'll block.
Sounds great. They both die.
Afraid I'll just take 1.
Yep. And I will make a 2 treasure and draw a card. Tap 1 colorless floating ominous parcel. Use the black from that, and then I'll crack, and then I'll have another colorless floating. I'll play Agent of Fates.
And what does he do?
Death Touch. Whenever I cast a spell that targets Agent of Fates, each opponent sacrifices a creature. 1 colorless floating. I'll use it and crack a treasure, and I will crack the ominous parcel and get a basic land to my hand and play the basic land. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap draw. Tap for 5. Cast an Escape the Wilds. Exile the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still play an additional land. I'll play 2 mountains. What do we got here? We got Kogla, Timeless Witness, and Descent into Avernus. Definitely gonna get Descent into play because that card's awesome and I haven't gotten to play it yet. So I'm gonna cast Descent into Avernus. I think I'm gonna tap 4. Play Timeless Witness. I'm gonna use Timeless Witness to grab my creative technique and go to combat. How do you have all that health, Aces? I'm gonna swing at you for 1 menace. And I'm gonna swing 2 at Daphios. Commander damage. Pass my turn.
Tap. I'll draw 2. I'm going to play a Nesting Grounds. Do 4. 2. I'm going to sacrifice the Woodlot because there's no more counters. 12 for Crows. Again, I will pass the turn.
I'll draw 2. I will tap a forest and a plains. Search my life for a mountain. I tapped my remaining 5 for an unnatural growth. My 2 counters for playing a mountain will go on the giant Adaphage, making it a 9/9. Comes an 18/18, which I will swing at the GrinchyOne.
I'll tap a black. I'll play Dark Blast on my Agent of the Fates. Whenever I cast a spell that targets the Agent of the Fates, each opponent sacrifices a creature.
Oh my god.
It'll become a 1/1. It'll set, and you'll have to sacrifice that during combat.
I'm gonna respond and cast Reality Ripple on Kroos to phase it out.
Big brain time.
You're only delaying the inevitable.
He will survive to my upkeep, I swear.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of you one of these turns. I got
Untap. First card I'll draw I'll dredge. So I'll dredge 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll put dark blast back into my hand and then I'll draw for turn. I'll lose 2 life. Let's enter combat and we'll swing the Agent of Fates at you for 3/2 Death Touch.
And if it deals damage to me,
Nothing.
I take
I
3.
mean, I'll tap 2 and lose 2 and play Sign in Blood and draw 2. Swamp. I'll tap a swamp. I'll Dark Blast my Agent of Erebos. My Agent of the Fates. And force a sack from Wizards.
Yeah, I'll just sack start. It's greedy. Get rid of it.
I'll then tap 2 and Power Word kill Jolene.
Oh, that's fucking rude.
Tap 2, level up Gruul, crack 1, use 1, level up Gruul, crack 1, use another, level up Gruul. Crack 1, use 1 floating, level up Gruul, level 4 again. And pass the turn.
Tap. Draw. On my upkeep, actually, before I draw, I'll put 2 counters on this, and we all take 2 damage, and we all make 2 treasures. You can proliferate that if you want, Daff. Okay, so I'll proceed to draw.
Tempting.
6. Cast Kogla. I'll have it fight with your leveled up thing, Grinchy.
I'll tap 1 and a black, and I'll target my Agent of the Fates with Fake Your Own Death until end of turn. It has +2/+0. When this creature dies, it comes back and make a treasure token, so it'll force the sack before that happens.
I'll tap 2 and return Timeless Witness to my hand, making Kogla indestructible. 5. I'll cast a Frenzied Saddle Brute. All creatures can attack my opponents as though they had haste.
Hot damn.
And then I'll tap a mountain. And 4 treasures going to 1 treasure. I'll cast a Creative Technique, and I'll have Aestus demonstrate. Multani. We'll get a Stimulus package and make 2 treasures. And I will get a Magda. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing Kogla at Daphios. I'm going to swing the Frenzied Saddle Brute and Magda at Grinchy. I'm going to make a treasure on Magda being tapped, and I will destroy the wand. You are taking 7, and Daphios is taking 7.
Could you target a treasure instead so I can get rid of that Agent of the Fates?
I'll hit your Chalice.
Oh, really?
I'll leave you the 1.
Okay.
I'll go to my second main. I'll sack my 4. I casted Timeless Witness, and I'll get
Creative Technique.
Creative Technique back in my hand. And pass.
Upkeep trigger. I will put 3 1/1 counters on Kroos. I'll put 3 1/1 counters on Kogla. And the Saddle Brute will get a shield counter and then draw 2. Play a Thriving Heath.
Remember, you have haste if you attack my opponents.
You are totally right. Do 4 for Bounty of the Luxa. A white and a green for Scavenging Ooze. Use both treasures. I'm going to use the wand. Target the fucking Agent of Fates. And then I'm gonna pay 1 to Scavenging Ooze to exile it. No, gain a life. Swing Kroos at Wizard. 5/7.
Why you betray me like this?
It's my job. Pass turn.
He will make a hamster. That is a 1/1.
There's only one card that could be.
Yeah, it looks like he played that Planeswalker.
I'll tap. Now bring him up to 4 to put 3 +1/+1 counters on Multani. I'll tap 1, 2, and then 3, 4 for the treasure tokens, and then tap my last planes for 5. And I'll play a Shamantic Revelation, putting 2 more counters on Multani, bring that total up to 5. I'll play planes again for second land, 2 more counters on Multani, 9 lands, making him a 9/9 plus 7, makes him a 16 to 32 Multani Grinchy.
Spoils of the Vault. I'm going in true assassins. I never let anyone get the kill on me. I kill myself because that's what true assassins do when they fail their task. Name a card. Reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a named card. Then put that card into my hand. Remove all other cards revealed this way from the game, and I lose a life for each of the removed cards. I'll name a forest, and I'll die. That'll be me. Thank you.
Well, of course it will. My turn.
I'm going to be able to put out, so that's my turn.
Upkeep trigger, though. Let's all take 4 damage and make 4 treasures, right?
Yeah.
That's a good way to start any turn. Yeah, let's just like slam Jolene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jolene. Blam. That's Jolene. It's slam a creative technique for 5. Nobody can demonstrate now. I think I'm good on that. I'm just gonna go get a monkey hot tub. Comes in with 4 counters. That's invigorating hot springs for anybody who doesn't call it monkey hot tub. You're wrong.
Who doesn't call it that?
I'll put a 1/1 counter on Magda just to be safe. So Frenzied Saddle Brute and Kogla are both go dead, correct?
Yes.
Magda, Timeless Witness, and Jolene at DAF, and the
Yeah.
Saddle Brute and Kogla at Aestus. Yeah, you got that on natural growth. I'm gonna blow that straight to hell. Boop pew. And you've got a what's that? A 10/9 monkey and a 5/4.
How many treasures do you have?
I am going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll have 8.
I'm gonna block Jolene with Scavenging Ooze.
So that's going to be 5 damage to you, and I'll crack some treasures just to keep Jolene safe.
In response to you doing so, I'm going to pop all 4 of my treasures, all for green mana, and exiling 4 creatures between, like, Wiz, if you have 4 in there, in your graveyard.
4 creatures?
Yes.
Let's see what I got. I
No,
got 1,
wait, sorry.
2,
We're going to do it for 5 green.
3.
So if you have 5.
I have 3 creatures.
Okay, and then exile 2 of Aestus. I now have an 8/8 Scooz blocking a 7/7 Jolene.
For my next magical trick, I'm going to
God damn it.
tap 2 treasures and return Jolene to my hand and make Kogla indestructible.
Alright, that works.
Aestus, coming at you, you have an indestructible 10/9 and a 5/4.
Trample.
No trample. That's my turn.
Upkeep trigger. I will put 3 +1/+1 counters onto Cross, and I will put 3 counters onto Kogla again. I do not want that bitch swinging anywhere near me. We're gonna put the shield counter on Multani. Have fun with that one, Wiz.
I sure will.
Okay, and then I will draw 2. Actually, and then I'll draw another one because of the bounty of the Luxa. A green, a white, and a blue. I'm gonna cast Lagrella,
Yep.
the magpie, and I will exile the Saddle Brute.
Okay.
And Multani. until Lagrella leaves the battlefield. 2/3 for a seasoned tactician. Go to combat. I'm gonna swing an 8/8 and an 8, whatever this is, at wizard. 8/12.
In response to your attacks, I'll sacrifice a treasure to make a citizen, and I'll block Gross with the citizen and take 8.
God damn it. Fair enough. Then I will pass the turn.
I draw 2. 2 will now play a Voracious Hydra. When he enters the battlefield, I will have the Hydra fight with the creature that has my elemental in exile.
You got it. It dies.
Looks like playing 2 land.
4+1/+1 counters on Multani. He's a 15/15 at the moment. These 4. There. That's the best way to do it. I'll play a Woodland Guidance. And I will clash with Daphios. Reveal the top card of your library.
3.
What is it? 5.
Alright. Then
You
what
can
happens
either-
to the cards?
You can either keep it on the top of your deck or put it on the bottom of your library. But as a result of my winning the clash, all of my forests untap. I will use that Woodland Guidance to return it in a natural growth to my hand. For 5
It's gonna be 5.
battlefield. I will then use 4 treasure tokens to play a Flame Rush Rider. 5.
Oh.
Put 3+1/+1 counters on Hamster. That's where they'll go. I will swing a 32/32 Multani at Daphios.
I will announce no blocks. I'm going to pay 3 and remove the top 4 cards of my library from the
Alright.
game.
Seasoned tactician. Oh my
And-
god.
Prevent all damage from Multani.
It's on you.
Untap. Everybody takes 6 damage and create 6 treasures. I'll cast a Hamlet back Goliath. It's a 6/6, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, put X/1/1 counters on it, where X is that creature's power, and it's symmetrical, so look out. I'll tap 2 to return Ewit to my hand to make Kogla indestructible.
Yeah. And Magda and Kogla are goaded.
Sure are. I'm gonna cast Timeless Witness. Put some counters on my boy.
What are you targeting?
In my graveyard? I don't know. Escape to the Wilds? Yeah.
I'm gonna
Escape to the Wilds.
I'm gonna use a treasure and exile it in response to the target.
Okay. I will tap 1 and 3. Go to 3 treasures. Cast Jolene. Go to combat. Magda and Kogla at Aestus. Everything else at Daphios. Create 2 treasures off of Magda and 2 treasures off of Jolene. Go to 7. 19 coming at you, Daph.
I'm going to block Jolene with my tactician.
Aestus, you have a 13/12 indestructible and a 3/2 coming at you. Blocking the 13/12 with the hamster.
That will take 3.
Daphios, you are preventing the Hamlet back Goliath. That's what you'd like to do?
Yes.
I think I'll give Jolene some counters to kill that. I'll pass my turn.
Laugh is untap. Upkeep trigger. I'm gonna put 3 1/1 counters onto, you guessed it, the cat in charge, and then 3 1/1 counters onto the Flame Rush Rider. I will put a counter onto the Timeless Witness, or a shield counter. Your Flame Rush Rider is tapped and goaded, Aestus, with 3 1/1 counters. I'm gonna draw 2. Then I'm gonna remove Bounty of the Luxa counter. I have a blue, a green, and a colorless. I'm gonna use the one colorless to use the wand to destroy the Saddle Brute. I'm going to use a treasure in the last remaining 2 to cast Courage in Crisis. I'm going to put a 1/1 counter onto Scavenging Ooze. And I will proliferate every creature with a counter. And they will be tapped and goaded. To pay 2 for a Contagion Clasp. I'm going to full swing at Aestus for a good amount. Over 17.
I will
I'm pretty
take
sure.
2.
Don't tell me.
You getting fogged right now?
I think it's Druid's Deliverance. Yeah,
Druid's Deliverance.
No.
I fucking just
Alright.
blew the roof off of the place.
God damn it.
Druid's
Alright.
Deliverance clutches it again.
I'm going to cast Vivian Reed. I'm going to -3 her to destroy
Unnatural.
I will pass turn.
All right, I will draw 2.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Shit, man, you was gonna die no matter what happened. What you talking about? 5. This is Expedition. To search my library for 2 basic land cards to put them on the battlefield. Grab a forest and another forest. I'll use his 4 mana. Produce Tristani Selesnia's Voice. The Flame Rush Rider attacks. I can make a copy of another creature that is tapped and attacking. Make a copy of Multani, who will explode. Multani is going to attack Daphios, and these other 2 things are going to attack Wizard. That is
Make a treasure. Block the or sack a treasure to block the flame rider. I'll go to 2. And I'll die at my upkeep.
Alright, I die.
Double kill.
We're gonna start off
Stoning
with Daphios
stuff.
doing splashiest play, right?
Fog. Oh. God damn it. Yeah. Alright,
That-
2 to Aestus.
That fog was wild.
1 to Grinchy because of that 1 turn. That was crazy.
2-point splashy play I will give to Grinchy for the board wipe. And then I will give the 1 point to...
My tactician.
Yeah, actually.
That was very spicy.
I'll give you that. 1 point for the tactician.
I was like, they've got red. I sure hope it's not a Bone Crusher Giant.
Grinchy votes 2 for the fog and 1 for looping the creative technique.
I'm gonna give my 2 points to Grinchy on that first combat, attacking into 2 players with no blockers declared, doing 2 kill spells to activate Marie. That was really
Sick.
cool and really set the tone for the game.
Yeah, that board care play.
And then I'll give 1 point either to the fog or the Multani, but to Aestus for sure. The fog was
Alright.
very funny. We're
Chat's
doing
voting for that Grinchy
Oh, yeah.
play also with the 2 kill spells.
yeah. I mean,
The best Vorthos.
Grinchy. And then Wiz on the good old beat face. Rob Train.
I'll give my 2 points to Grinchy. My 1 point I will give to Wizards, actually, because I was like the two redirect decks were very interesting in terms of the actual flow of the game. But Wizards was a slight bit more convenient to me, so I'll give him my 1 point.
Grinchy
Grinchy vote?
wanted 2 for defense contractor and 1 for bank robin.
yeah, I gotta give my 2 to Daphios, and I'm gonna give 1 to Aestus, keeping the party going.
All right.
Likes Joe Lane.
Let's go back to Daff. Most valuable card.
2 to Wiz's stupid haste enabler. And the
Okay,
other one to
Battle
the
Brew.
Agent of Fates.
I think I'm gonna have to go for 2 with the Agent of Fates because that completely blew up my momentum the first time around when I started trying to blow stuff up. And I will give the other one to the Determined Defense Contractor that just refuse to get kicked off the board.
Grinchy's voting 2 points to the transmogrifying wand
That was good.
and 1 point to Atla Palani.
2 to the unnatural growth. That one is what made you such a problem player. Multani was big, but unnatural growth was stupid trample.
Yeah.
And then 1 point.
Urgent
Hold on.
Crisis.
Courage and Crisis. Yeah.
I slam dunk.
Yeah, I'll give 1 point to that.
Cat's also going for the wand. It killed everything all the time. Pew pew pew.
It was great.
Livestock for
Let me-
everyone. Points for categories in the game. Wiz most combat with 39. Daff second most combat with 13. Tied for aces with 13. And Daff most commander cast with 5. Coming in fourth with 23 points will be the GrinchyOne. Coming in third with 29 points will be Daphios.
That's a good third place. Damn.
That's a good
Yeah.
third place. With 32 points, it is a tie for first between Aestus and Wizard.
I guess we both just spray champagne all over each other.
The season totals are moving around to Vo still at the top with 35. Kink still in second with 29. Craig still in third with 28. And then we have Wiz fourth with 27. Daff right under him with 26 and a half. Which I would normally round up to
What, please?
27. So I would say you and Wiz are tied for fourth right now.
Okay.
Guitar Man fifth with 26. And then a three-way tie for sixth with 25 points between Ivern, Grinchy, and Aestus.
Yo, it's Kink. What up? Appreciate y'all watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, a like on the YouTube video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting our video to show up more. So if you liked it, maybe other people will like it too, so give it that thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. That way you get a notification somewhere in your YouTube notifications about whenever we got a new video going live. Also, don't forget to check out our Facebook page. That way, if there's any other information that you might not get from subscribing for YouTube, or for some reason the YouTube algorithm messes up and doesn't send you a notification, like that would ever happen, you might get a notification about a post about a video, or something else going on PTW style that you might want to waste your time on. And while you're at it, I know you got a Twitter, so you might as well follow us. The only reason we made it is so that you could, so go ahead and do it and make it worthwhile. It also will notify you about whenever a video goes live or other PTW related stuff. So if you really like the content, you'll want to follow that Twitter. And if you really liked what you saw, be sure to head over to the Patreon, where you can become an official time waster for just $1 a month and support the channel. All donations go towards helping us create better content, which we have tons of ideas for in the future. Once again, thank you all for watching. Peace.
He just knows how to use that D.